Alright, I don't really know how to do introductions, but this is going to be a tutorial on how to make a EyeTrackVR module for any VR headset. Specifically, this is going to be for a Valve Index. I'm going to have all the links in the description. I'll explain each thing, and I'll talk about it at that time. Okay, first thing with this. Do not, when buying anything, I want to say this first, buy one of these ESP32 cameras. Do not buy these. These are old. Do not buy them. Just completely old and the wrong thing. These, link in description for these, are the SeedSense ESP32s. Brand new USB-C instead of micro USB, and much smaller. Much smaller. So this is what we use now. Do not buy the other one. Buy these. These are only $20 each as well. So it's actually super cheap. Okay, other thing, camera. You're gonna need a OV2640 camera. You can do a variety of different, I don't know why I keep doing this. You can do a variety of different lenses. This is a 160-degree lens right here. You can do a variety of different lenses, and there's a IR filter that needs to be removed on some of them. You can get them on AliExpress without it, but those take forever to arrive. So the same except for that. So I just prefer to get them on Amazon and remove them because it's quicker. It is more expensive, $10 for like a pack of 2. On AliExpress it's like $2, but it takes 2 months. So I would prefer these on Amazon. I will show how to remove the IR light filter too as well, so that's fine. Now for the mount, you're gonna have to 3D print it. I do not recommend hot gluing anything. I actually did this without glue at all, except for the cameras. I'll explain why later. But you're gonna need one of these for each side, so one mirrored. Super simple, super easy. Link in description for this one, and for the one that I made, or this, it's this but edited, but I wouldn't recommend using this one, and I'll explain that as well. But you're also gonna need one of these. Finally, for the EyeTrackVR little kits, super small IR LEDs. You're gonna need a kit. They're $20, 25-ish. Take about a month to get to you, and this will do both your eyes. There's a tutorial. They have a complete tutorial on how to do the wiring harness for them. So I'm not gonna do it here because it's really complicated and I don't want to screw it up. Yeah, no soldering though. It's just plug and play, so it's super easy. I'll show the other board. This is my Index, and those are these boards right there. I didn't know at the time you can actually wire LEDs to these, so I bought a second one, which was a waste of a ton of money. But maybe I'll make a whole thing. I'll do a Pimax one or something at some point, maybe. Which will be fun. Same way I did this. This is great tracking. This is like Vive Pro Eye. You know, this is great. Mark it. You want them to be straight when you get them. They're in focus when you get them. You want them to be marked. Take it like this, and then you should be able to do it with your fingers at some point. And make sure when you're doing it, keep the sensor down. So when you pull it, take it off. Keep it pointing down. Do not point it up. Basically what you're going to want to do is push in a little bit and get the filter out. It's a pain in the butt. And you can fuck up the filter. It's okay. We're not putting it back in. Oh, I stabbed myself, chat. Oh, shit. We're fine. Yeah, be careful. Be very careful. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Removed. Just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then, again, leaving the sensor pointing down. Pick it up. Screw it on. And then tighten it until it's where it's supposed to be. I don't know where that was. But this camera's dead, so I don't really care. You know, just tighten it there. Then, for the index specifically, this ring. Okay. There we go. Perfect. You're gonna want to slot it. You're gonna want to glue these. Not hot glue. This needs to be super glue. This needs to be super glue because these cameras get really hot. I would recommend super gluing them. Wait a day before you use them because the fumes and such. You can hot glue them. You can get away with it. It gets a little messy. And they can melt and move. You're going to do it like this. Just like that. And that's going to hold it in place. It's going to be hard to push in. This one's a little broken because it was an old one. And that'll do it. Okay. Your first IR LED should be here. There's a longer cable in your pack. So there's a super long one, a longer one, and then short ones. Put one here. This one's broken, so you're gonna put one here, here, and here. And this is just for demonstration how they mount. You can just mount them just like that. Camera, you just push it in the slot from the top. Should look something like this. I will show you my finished one from my index. Looks like this. Not glued in. The camera is glued in because I wanted to keep the angle it's at. It gives a better angle when viewing your eye. You're gonna take your camera, open that right there. It'll have a camera in it, so you'll be removing it. And then black bar up. You need to push it in. When you push it in, it'll click a little bit. See when it does. I'll show you again. There you go. See? It's got a little, it goes in, slots in a little bit. Then you're gonna push that down while it's slotted in. You have your camera mounted in that. Now we're not gonna do that yet. First, what I'm gonna do, this is how I put the ring on these. No glue. You do not need to glue this in place, and I would recommend against it. Also, glue doesn't really stick to the covers here. Don't glue anything to these. Here, I cut mine so I can show. Glue does not stick to this surface. Don't glue anything to it. You waste your glue. You get a mess everywhere. Don't do it. Don't know about other headsets. Valve Index specifically, don't do that. Now, what you're going to want to do is take each corner. Here. And put it in its corner at an angle like that. Okay? And then you're going to want to push on this side down until it looks nice and flush. Flush it everywhere until it looks good. Super simple. Bang. Just like that. Perfect. Okay. Now the next step is going to be doing what I did with this with your eye tracking. So you'll probably have it coming out here, and you're going to want to have your cameras mounted down here somewhere. To make sure that they are mounted, either mount them to this or to this, but not here, because with this method you're actually going to be able to keep this. All right, now you're going to want to mount your cameras. Do the same thing I did earlier. Push it in. Make sure it's even and flat, and pushed all the way in, and then you can just plug them in. Okay, now you're done here. It's done. You've done it. Yeah, you're also gonna want some USB hubs because you can't plug everything in there. So, I mean, not bad, huh? Your very own eye tracking. Very easy.